we are here to also interact with each other. Those who are coming to this particular elected position, we have a very important thing what we have in front for not only the front government but for citizens. Because when we're talking about what's behind the work, when we're talking about what shapes the work, we're talking about the work. After the work, then we have to talk about the work. So we have to review everything and handle everything because of the reason how long to invite someone to come forward and do what we open present. Let me invite my friends. We pray together and again for more than 25 years we are here together. I want to invite everyone to come forward for the open present. Please, let's celebrate this. But what is approaching the SWAN and it has been agent it has gone agent. The last time I went to the ground and the OPSO I met you with his wife, running and dining. You are not the one that. Please let's recognize this person. We recognize the person on behalf of Osun Council of the Minister of Sports, the Sports Association. And here, somebody wants to go to sit at the high table, and that is the chairman of SWAN, in person of Mr. Timothy Arrow. Please stand up for the resolution. That's the chairman of SWAN. And let me please recognize other members and executive members of SWAN. Others are coming, and I want to assure you that our members are going to work whenever SWAN goes to the program. All these members in the show, some of them are very Christian, just don't join. This is the time that we are always ready. We don't have our programs to go and see 10 and 12, but our members are still coming, and those that are coming, I want to assure you that whatever comes out of the new program, we are going to read everything in the news. Across all the people, across the nation, or across Nigeria, our members are still on board. The sports franchise here was represented the chairman of the commission, and also working as the vice chairman of SWAN, Comrade Omolola Oluwaseun. Thank you. And also we have the Party House. He was there yesterday. We have been discussing, and he was there yesterday to ensure that the program holds successfully. The treasurer of Osun SWAN, Oluwaseun Akane, Comrade. And he has many caps. He's also the media officer of Osun United, and he's also the media officer of Osun FA. But as he stands today, he stands as a member and an executive member of SWAN. Welcome, Mr. Oluwaseun Akane. And my humble self, I am Tajuddin Amodu, popular known as TJ Sport, the secretary of Osun SWAN. Thank you, everybody. Yes, let's now go to a welcome address by the chairman of Osun SWAN, Mr. Timothy Arrow. Less than 5 minutes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sirs. It gives us great pleasure to have you here. One thing is to invite someone to an occasion. Another noble thing is for that person to accept, especially to our contestants, for accepting our invitation. We are so glad, and we do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. It's humbling to have you. Yes, we are co-stakeholders. And why do we always organize this? It's just to also support you in your mandate to give your best. We in the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, aside that we write sports, it's also our duties to set agenda. And holding this debate, it is part of our agenda setting. And a debate, just like we do have it at every time that FA election approaches, is just to open the eyes of the contestants to so many things that they may not have been seen. We are the one writing sport in the States. And it is an opportunity for us, after you might have rendered your manifesto, for us to come and also tell you some areas that you need to delve into, to also tap into your own intelligence, and also come with us through the questions and suggestions we'll be raising in the course of the debate. That's why we put up this every time the FA is having an election. And for all stakeholders that are also here, election is necessary for us to have leadership. And once election is over, it behoves on everyone, every stakeholder, to join hands with the leadership that has emerged. And why are we doing this? We are doing this just to collate, to aggregate opinions, suggestions for way forward. And I believe that whatever we'll be raising here, no matter who the question is being posed to, I believe you'll be noting. And at the end of the day, everything will be aggregated just for what? For the promotion, for the growth, for sustainability of Osun FA. That is the simple logic behind this program that we always do every 4 years when election approaches. And therefore today, we want to see ourselves as co-travelers in the journey to make Osun sport, especially Osun football, better. And I believe that the contestants are noble people. They are people that have registered their name in the stand of time, not only in sports, but in Osun State at large. And I believe that at the end of this debate, the 60-minute debate that we've tagged it, we believe that all the ideas that we're putting forward will be solely for the development and for the growth of Osun football. On this note, I welcome us once again, and we are so glad to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you to Chairman Osun SWAN, Mr. Timothy Agbo. Now we are getting very close to the business of the day, but it's very important for me to read out some instructions. One, we are going to hand over the microphone to the three contestants, one after the other. They are going to say something about what they understood about Osun sport and Osun football generally. That is not the presentation of their manifesto. We are still coming back to their manifesto. They will first speak on what they understand by Osun sport, what are the challenges. And of course, when we are talking about Osun is very large, and it behoves on somebody who is coming to lead us, to lead the game of football, to know everything that has to do with round leather game in Osun. They want to talk about that. And of course, what has been the effort of the government on the sport so far in Osun? Has the government done fairly to Osun? They will talk about that. And anytime they are speaking, we don't want any applause from anybody. We want them to come here and come here to tell us what they have for us. Whenever they are speaking, no, it is after they land that we try to appreciate and applaud them, but not when they are talking. Please, as soon as they start talking, we don't want any noise, we don't want any clapping until they finish what they want to say. I believe that is understood to all of us here. And after they must have spoken on Osun football, on the roles of government, maybe the government has done so far or not far, and also the private individual, what has been their contribution to Osun generally. After the three of them speak on this, then we now come back to what they have for us as regards their manifesto, and that will be 7 minutes for each contestant. So please, we don't want any applause whenever they are speaking. And I think we can start or not. So, to the three contestants here, Chief Ishola Rozak Hajiroba, to Mr. Shola Fanoko, and to Alaji Olaferayi Olaiwola, you have just 5 minutes to speak about Osun. Okay, let's say 2 minutes. 2 minutes each to speak about Osun sport. Because somebody who is here to lead us in sport cannot come from Oyo. Somebody who is here to lead us in sport cannot come from Delta. I believe all of them are born here. Even if you are not bred here, so far you are born in Osun, then we have accepted that you are from Osun. You must have understood where you are coming to lead. So that is why we are giving you just 2 minutes to speak about Osun football, particularly because we are talking about football here and the roles of government. Has government done fairly to the improvement of Osun sport? I will start with the chairman, the incumbent chairman, Osun FA, Chief Ishola Rozak Hajiroba. Thank you, sir. Please, no applause until he finishes talking. Thank you.
Can I take the government of everybody to stand up? 1 minute silence for our former chairman. Well, my name is Shola Mustafa. When you are talking about sport, I want to take everybody memory back that about 12 years ago, I was in charge of sport in Osun for 3 years. I was one that wrote a proposal on the stadium of 6 stadium that we are carrying out before the government was taking over. We started the stadium during Soboya and wrote that proposal and it was approved. We are doing that. And that, if you are talking in terms of Osun States sports, I know the nitty-gritty of it. That's number one. Number two, you are saying that about government involvement. I will tell you for past 12, 13 years, government has done nothing. I want to be quoted anywhere, nothing, in order to become the sports industry. Instead of improving it, it's declining. Number two, because you are not interested in football. That's the fact. Whether people like it to hear that or not, that's the fact. Everybody can see it. Some years back, I wrote a proposal again for development of sport in the state, where I was the chairman, Sitago Budobi is member, Onigide was member, many others, Baba Opetu was member. We travel everywhere, particularly Delta State. You can see the way their stadium was built. At the end of the day, the government was taken over. See, that government took over, they abandoned the project. That's one of the problems we are having in Nigeria and in the state. There should be continuity with the project. Either APC, PDP, or whatever. There's no any continuity. That was one of the major problems. And I can assure you, the present government has shown interest in sports. If you look at the past many years, our Salem Cup. We just had a Salem Cup that's very interesting. Comparisons of everybody, the government, the executive, even the ministry. And I'm praying to God, like God Almighty, everything will be okay? Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Chief Ishola Razak, Mustafa, and Joroba Wani of Ile-Ife. The timekeeper, Mr. Oluwaseun Omolola, because what is good for the youth is also good for the gatherer. I think the number of minutes spent is above 2. So you let us know the number of 3 minutes. That means the other 2 we have to spend 3 minutes in order to make it, equal. So let me now go to. Okay, to pay tribute to Chief Taiwo Ogunjobi. Okay, yes.
So we start the time when we are okay. He used 3 minutes, right? But
3 minutes.
Let's stick to time. Abi,
yes, let's stick to time. But for now, because we are still going to the business of the day. That is when they are going to present their manifesto. And I've said it that they have just 7 minutes to do that. So we want to just say this, that let's stick to the minute when we get to the major program. But now I go to Alaji Olafiroye Olayiwola to also let him talk about Osun football and has government done fairly to the development of sport and of course the involvement of private organizations.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank the organizer of this program for this great opportunity. So we appreciate you. May God continue to bless you. If I will remember the days of NEPA FC, I would say those are the lost glories. If you remember very well, Osun has produced many international players, many national teams players, and the era is diminishing all this while. I guess one of the problems is the lack of quality equipment and facilities. And I think government is doing what they are not doing enough in this respect. And if you could remember so well, like Chief Adioba said, the standard that was approved was stopped. And I wish put it in a village to encourage the government to continue that program, because those programs, that stadia was constructed in 6 geopolitical zones within the state, and it will have served so much to improve football in particular. And talking about the private sponsorship will not come when we don't have what it takes for them to come. What it takes for them to come, they will not come if they don't see what it takes. They want to see a business-minded football association. If they see a business-minded football association in terms of spectators, in terms of branding, in terms of transparency, and many other things that is involved. So many other things that are involved. So they will find the means to come around, because anytime you want to have somebody, you have to present yourself as a beautiful bride. When you package, you brand, you do the needful, and you package yourself as a beautiful bride, the investors will want to come in, because, for instance, Trophy, they are hosting the state league over there in Ekiti, and Trophy is made in Anisha in Osun State here. So, but I guess one of the reasons for this abnormality is because they felt they don't have enough interaction or what they need. They don't see what they need enough reasons to come around, to have themselves being sponsoring football here in Osun. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. As also spoken on the topic that was said. And now to engineer. Okay, let me call him Mr. Shola Fanogo. That name also rings well.
I'm not an engineer.
You are not an engineer.
I'm not a minister.
All right, Mr. Shola Fanogo, you have just 3 minutes to speak about Osun football, rules of government, and of course private.
I love to start on the football. You are welcome here, particularly our senior citizens and my dad. You are welcome, sir. Sport is a multi-stakeholder group. You can't be only one stakeholder. For the development of sports in the state and the environment. Our costs are not empty. Our costs are not the same. Based on the available resources, I think we have done fairly okay. And we need to establish that, so that those who have been involved in sports, they should know that based on existing available resources and environment, I want to give credit to all of them. We have done wonderfully well. We are not the worst things, not the good for sport festival. We do exceedingly well in some of the sports. We have Olympians in Osun State who represented us in the Olympics on table tennis. Few of them are working for us in the manual as coaches. So we not done too badly, but we can only do better. We have a university in Osun, which is OAU. OAU has always been doing very well in local games. It's heritage. Generally speaking, I want to believe that football in Osun, the reality is that just like in Nigeria, a lot of things can be done differently and done better. But we need to look inward and work with all the stakeholders. Number one, government is the biggest stakeholder in sport all over the world. So we need to encourage government to invest more in football. And the only way we can encourage government to do that is for simply the stakeholders to come up with fantastic ideas and policies. When they see that, if they support sports, they usually get something back. What the government wants is something for them to campaign in the next 36 weeks, 36 months. So we need to help government and show government the impact that sport will have on society that they could use to campaign the next election. That's the only way politicians support sports. Politicians want to see the facts and figures, and that's what we need to present to them. Generally speaking, our football could be better. We could have more unity in our MMO, but we are not the worst in terms of MMO. This year alone, apart from Lagos State, that had more teams than us, we have highest number of teams in the Southwest. In fact, Ekiti and Congo have to combine their team to be able to play in MMO. What I'm saying in essence is that if we put our house in order, we the stakeholders, the referee, the administrator, and everybody, and we focus on grassroots development, also football can be better. But as for now, our hopes are not empty. I want to congratulate all of us for how far we have come.
Thank you. Thank you. We have heard briefly about the topic we gave them and their boss spoke. Now let me recognize, before we now go to the business of the day, which will take them 7 minutes, let me recognize the presence of our Stand General Secretary, Osun SWAN, Mr. Shegun Fadoro. Thank you. And during this Amola FC, Oladele Olugbe, popularly known as Odeli Amola FC, you are most welcome. Yes, we're now going to the big and the real business of today, and I still want to start with the incumbent chairman, Chief Ishola Razak Mustapha Jiroba. You are the incumbent, and if we are to talk and we are to host you personally, I think we hosted you and you have spoken very well. But now you are going for another round. People may have to ask questions after you must have spoken. You have to take you up probably on some of the things that have been done during your administration. And of course, what do you have for us? Because the sun that is shining is still enough to dry the floor. And apart from that, what we have for us for the next 4 years, you have to present it within 7 minutes. So, also to Mr. Shola Fanobo, you have just 7 minutes to present forward your manifesto, and also Alaji Olayiwola Olafiroyin, 7 minutes each. After that, you can now ask our questions. So we want to hand over the microphone to the incumbent chairman of Osun Referee, Mr. Chief Ishola Razak Jiroba, within 7 minutes, and please leave greeting please to us. Leave recognizing anybody, just go straight to the point so that you can be able to cover much to say based on what you have done and of course what we are expecting from you to do for the next 4 years if you are elected. Thank you.
Thank you. A lot of people talk football. Football, but to particularize is not easy. I will do this, I will do that. What about environmental factors? The marketing people refer to it as a pest factor. Politics, economy, culture and technology. We have that. My dear brother, I was in charge of Osun for 3.5 years. I was spending my money. 90% of what is happening there is my money. Immediately I got there and left up 1 million because I didn't meet 1 naira in the purse to be running it. For someone running an association with his own personal investments, why is that? I was invited by the then governor to change party because I'm a PDP, I'm a strong leader of PDP. I said no. I'm here. I served in every government in this state has been serving, either APC or PDP, in one capacity or other. If you want 1 naira, you cannot get 1 penny. You keep on spending your money, one day you get tired because due to your family. I will go to what I've done, even without no resources, no 1 penny pure water for the government, no 1 pure water. I want to correct my dear brother. I'm sorry to say that in referring to trophy, I was one of the directors of trophy. Maybe you don't know, represents Osun States. Go and check it. 1999, I was one of their directors. Trophy is no, they are just figure-headed in the state, they've moved them to the state. And then those people that trophy is sponsoring, they are agents of trophy. Bayo Ekiti is an agent of trophy. They did not sponsor Osun and Oyo. We just put the proposal forward and they said they promised us they will start that this system. During my period of time, I set up a web also local football council all over the state. Provision of bailout to the state government team. The state team, they run out of money, they can't go to, they cannot even register. That's the government we are saying that they support football. They cannot even register their team. How register the team in order for them to play? Go and cross-check it and register. I pay for the team. Some people they don't know the function of FA. FA is not here to manage the team. It's not here to build stadium. It's not here to get money for anybody. If you invited a sponsor, I'm an international man. I live in India for many years. I have contact people who can sponsor us. I mentioned about the environmental part of the other time. Politics. If your government are not supporting your project, whatever you take their proposal there, they drop it, you cannot get anywhere. They are billionaire. Abiola did it, he collapsed. MK Abiola collapsed, whatever. When I met Amena one day, if you remember, I advised him, be careful. I run football for 18 years in this state, amateur and pro. I run it personally. And I will say that for someone that has been running the state, when you don't have minister of sports, you don't have minister of sport, I was in charge of the sport in the states. Not your sport, whatever he has been done there. I got the boss for them, I got the board for time. And we are building CCR done on my proposal. I brought Olivia and go together. I know what it takes. My brother, don't let anybody deceive you. I will do this, I will do that. How? How do you want to implement it? The last festival I still pay for the state. Last festival. Because I want to work to go. Under 15 competition final place. Was sponsored single-handedly by me. Forget about the money. Osun FA website, we never had it. When we have our good year, our legend, we don't have a Osun website. I did it. Go for the record. COVID-19, professional COVID-19 that came to our future. Quote me, I'm the only chairman in Nigeria that released COVID-19 palliative to local government, all the stakeholders. I'm the only one. When I said it, when we get up there, they call me Jesus or my elementary. So record, take it. I want us to look at the last Federation Cup. Thank God to our new government. That will be the first time, my brother, they released 1 million for us. And this 1 million immediately they released for us. I wrote a check, I give it to my secretary. I didn't see 1 naira there. Whatever anybody might be telling me, I swear to God, my mama is here as part of the report. Mama is here. Now, what can someone for the first time just look at? That's how little amount we used for that Federation Cup. We give medal, prize winner, give it up. And again, Apex League. Apex League. I introduced Apex League. We played last season, and the another one's commencing. Motivation of players. Please, I'm happy to see Akini here for the Osun States coach. And Coach Akini is one of my coaches in the past. And this I hired him for more than 2 years. He knows the way I feel about the game. I'm pissed about football, not expect I want to sleep here. With due respect to everybody, I'm comfortable to write on to the FA. And every time, even last match, the promotion of Osun United, you take part in it. Go and ask SNG now, and wait till you SNG. I will get this team promoted if they qualify from the stage. This way we do it. We operate with every know the integrity of it. Because we have a lot of experience, coaches, gurus, like Baba. It's one of them. Recently, I sent referee on training up till now. They are on training, find out level of bed. Referee that I pay for level is going to find out from president of referee chairman. There is here record, and I sponsor 3 grassroots coaches to Southwest coaching in Akure. Give them the certificate. I did that. We use Southwest under 15 for Sitawo Gudo. I brought it in. When you say sponsoring something Southwest, it's about 6 states. For me to use my connection to bring it here, let's thank God. And again, we have a coach Barua, he's alive, that's been promoted to under 20 now. I know my contribution to your fashion. And again, finally, on my achievement. For the first time that I know, I brought payoff, talent payoff to Osun State. If anybody is telling you, you bring challenge copy of thing, I want you to come and see my message to President of Nigeria today. I will show it to you before I go our stress one before they bring it here. Please let us talk. All this thing. I've done the best I could do that human being can do. I've done that. People are talking about the Obujobi house. I'm happy Baba is here. I release funds for them to go and do it. They collected money. In few days, something later, the thing is leaking again. They said it's leaking. And I go to one. The money is yours, and people are when I'm not getting any money from anywhere. Let's be human. That's so simple. If today you are not here, the chairman, it might be too much. And it's not compulsory, it's not end of the work for me to be the chairman. Now, what is coming up? All what I've said, if they continue to, impressively, all this what we have been doing. But another that is coming is AGON. AGON competition. All this will be played in all the local government, and we're going to ask the government of play to make it compulsory for all the local government to have infrastructure. Infrastructure is major problem.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have a lot to say about it, but maybe later.
Yes, we still have question and answer segment. Please let's appreciate him. Yes, he has spoken, and I think the timekeeper is here to tell us the number of minutes spent.
What I'm doing is I do that they all have rules.
Yeah.
So actually told you, do I didn't inform my boss. I think it's for the good of everybody. We don't want to delay anybody, that's why we made it 7 minutes so that by 4:30 everybody will be out of this place. Talk to say, we've changed it to 10 minutes. So TJ stood up from here when it was 8 minutes exactly, so that Baba will know that he needs to
getting closer to 10
So
minutes.
that's how we are doing this now. So by 8 minutes, he's going to stand up, he will come there. So by 10 minutes, please, we will stop it by 10 minutes. We are so sorry, we don't want to tell everybody. So 10 minutes.
And I still want to believe that what made Chief to spend 10 minutes was because of the achievement as the incumbent. Yeah. Those who are just coming in may not have some achievement to say as regards Osun FA. So that may not take them more than 7 minutes, I believe. Yes. Yes, I know. They have their 10 minutes. But I'm saying that they may not be able to spend up to 10 minutes, but they have their 10 minutes. Yes, and before we go, I also have my chairman here. We knew him as a referee. He's not very young and very agile. He's still our boss in that particular system. He rose from grass to grace, and we recognize your presence. Mr. Mike Adeyemi, powerful former. I know that he's still coming to hold another position in Osun. Yes, I know he's still coming because he's as fit as somebody who can be the commissioner for sports or the commissioner for anything. Just give it to him. And of course, he's a pastor. Thank you for coming, sir. Also, we recognize the presence of the current and the present chairman of Osun States Football Association, Alhaji Toki. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yes, I want to go to Mr. Shola Fanwoko. And you have 7 minutes plus additional 3 minutes if you can be able to spend up to that. Thank you. Please leave greeting and start to straight to the point. Thank you.
Yeah, let me start from the way I understand the existing reality in Osun football. My focus, if I'm elected as the president, first and foremost, my focus will be on revitalizing the grassroots football in Osun State. On our timetable, we are going to have the Headmaster Cup. Will be played by all the primary schools in Osun State. Each local government council, that's how to revitalize football within the council. All the councils will organize their Headmaster Cup. The winner will emerge in all the council. The zonal winner will emerge. The semi-final and final will be played in Osogbo, and the winner will emerge. I'm already talking to our other colleagues in Southwest. In the Southwest, the winner will equally emerge in other states, and they will play. The same thing will go to what we call the Principal Cup. Principal Cup will be revitalized. But the Principal Cup will now be two prongs, the female and the male. We do that too, and we are going to get 5 brand sponsors for them. Other states are doing it. It's not a magic. We are going to do it too. With my experience in private sector and my link. See, let me tell you one thing. The indigenous of those states, they are in top echelon of private sector. And once you take a very good program to them, they will sponsor it. We all use this mobile payment to be what they call the popular one. OP. The president of OP is from Iliogo. He's my very good friend. The executive marketing director of Airtel Nigeria today is the prince of Osogbo. He's my very good friend. We will bring them to sponsor this grassroots football. Apart from that, we are very lucky in Osun. You know what they are saying? We have 26 higher institutions in Osun State today. We are going to do what I call intercollegiate league among our higher institutions. We will do it. I can assure you, and we will get sponsor for it. That way, we will revitalize a lot of stuff. Today, we have only our revenue society in only 12 local governments. We need to have more of society in all local governments. Like my local government, we don't have one. in Buluwadu local government. We don't have one in Burike. So anytime we want to play our grassroots soccer, we go to fellow Nkiro to fetch referee, and it costs us a lot of money. And I always insist you must have a referee in any of the grassroots matches, because that's the way you can teach the kids about the game, about fair play, about justice in the game. So we need to have, and I'll be speaking with my fantastic brother, Mr. Toki, the referee chairman, how to get that done. So if you have activities at our grassroots, our FA and grassroots level will be revitalized immediately, because there will be a lot of activities at the local level. And for the higher institution, that one is a must. You can't run away from it, because that's the only way we can begin to engage our youth at that level. And I can assure you that's why we have a lot of talent. I pity the private sector owner of club side. What do we showcase to the world? Both players, because we don't have competition going on within the grassroots. But that's the only way you can have new players coming up all the time. So we need to focus on that, whether we like it or not. I'm going to talk about the state league. You cannot compromise state league. You must have our state league. You must come back. And I can assure you, if I'm quoted the president, the chairman of the FA, we are going to get sponsors for that. The major sponsor we have for all the Southwest States today is Bet Nigeria. My lawyer is Bet Nigeria's lawyer as well. So it's not going to be a problem. And the lawyer I'm talking about is from working as well. It's not going to be a problem. We get sponsor for our state team. We revitalize it. That's the reality. Then support for the private owners of a football team in Osun. We are going to provide a lot of support for them. But we are going to ensure that they do the basic things right. And one thing we are going to instill on them is that football is business. Football is what? Business. Business and business. So they must take branding very well. Marketing must be taken well. Today, there's no football club in Osun that has a functional website. When I say functional website, I mean functional website. And that's not good enough. We need to change all that. Our branding is still at very low level. We need to change our branding. So we'll bring experts to help us. In terms of marketing, marketing will be a priority. Because we have a lot of products that we need to market. And we must market them very well. If we don't, nobody will put money there. You need to allow the sponsor to see the benefits available to them before they will put money in sports. It's not about trial and error. You must show it to them clearly that these are the fundamental things that they will gain by sponsoring us. Then let me talk about 3 R's of football. The first R of football is called you receive, you retain, and move on, and release. But for the stakeholder, we have another 3 R's, which are called number 1, respect, recognition, and reward. Today, all the stakeholders in Osun football, they don't have respect, they don't have recognition, they don't have reward. Why? Because they don't have enough activities. If you do have enough activities across our grassroots, across our state level, I can assure you, all the stakeholders, whether you are a coach, whether you are a referee, whether you are an administrator, you will get the first 2 R's is respect and what? Recognition. Even the sportsmen, if you have respect and recognition, get reward. But what do we have to do? We only get reward every 4 years. When our people are going around to campaign, that's what we get reward. That's not reward. That will be our lot. We work very hard. I can assure you everybody work very hard. All the stakeholders, I'm a stakeholder manager. That's what I know how to do very well. We will not reward effort. We will reward results. If you are a chairman of a local council will do it, you will be rewarded. Fantastically, you will be rewarded. You will be recognized, you will be respected. And when the recognized and respected, you will do what? You will be rewarded. So let's focus on the future. I bring to you the future of football because I understand football. Go to my community today. We have all these structures in place. I set up the first grassroots sport commission in the whole of Africa. We call it Bio Sport Commission. Under it today, we have numerous academies. We have football academy. We have table tennis academy. We have taekwondo academy. We even have chess academy, and they are doing very well. The most important, we have support for all of them. Basically, what we have done is that very, very football program. We market them. I'm able to sponsor it. Football is not a very difficult thing to do. Management is not a very difficult thing to do. We have to break it down. Once we break it down and market it very well, we will get support. I'm offering myself today for the chairman of Osun States because of three basic things. Number one, I'm a grassroots person. Today, I'm the mayor by the community. I understand grassroots very well. And if you look at most of our FA, they are community-based FA. So we must do that. And when we talk about infrastructure, I will do two fundamental things. I will go to the National Assembly, meet our senators and House of Reps members. I will appeal to them. Put football, sport development in your what? In your legislative agenda. If you go to Lagos today, but there be a that 4 year, build 5 stadium in Surulere alone. That shows us that if they put sports in their legislative agenda, they are going to have infrastructure. Apart from that, I'm going to talk to the House on the chairman. All of them will develop one football pitch in their local government. By the time we have that, we already have infrastructure fundamental for the development of both sports and football in our state. And I hope and I know that God will help us to do it. If you vote me as your chairman, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate him. Okay, according to the timekeeper, Mr. Shola Faloko spent 9 minutes, very close to 10 minutes. Thank you. Yes, we have one of our journalists here. She's a female, very powerful, even from her name. That's Akoro Wosi. Blessing Akoro Wosi. Please, let's appreciate her. You are most welcome. All right, we now go to the last aspirant here today, the person of Alaji Olayiwola Olafiranyi. 7 minutes plus extra 3 minutes. Thank you.
Let me quickly run through my manifesto so that I will start highlighting the points if I'm late on the road, so I'll be able to stop. So the first on my agenda is renovation of infrastructure and facilities. The second one is capacity building, as it pertains to training and seminars for stakeholders. The third one is talent discovery and development for youth, as well as encouragement of female participation in football. The fourth one is sponsorship and partnership through laudable marketing and financial drive that enables us run programs and achieve financial independence to a large extent. The fifth one is introduction of technological advancement in record keeping of all activities and membership. The sixth one is the strength of unity among stakeholders with the power of football. The seventh one is running an administration with open accountability, transparency, and government. To start with, I think like the Yoruba habit, ẹni tí ó bá máa dáṣọ fún mi ní àwùjọ náà wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ìlú láti ń tẹ̀sọ̀ lórí. I felt the first project that's supposed to be done, as I've seen it, is the facility, which is the Secretariat of Osun. I'm saying it in my own capacity. By the grace of God, if I'm elected the chairman of Osun FA, I promise by the grace of God, I promise by the grace of God, in the next 3 months, that office will have a befitting look and well equipped by the grace of God. The second one, the boss of Osun FA will be renovated to the extent of its service by the grace of God. So, going by, I promise, inshallah, I'm going to visit every local council to see the facilities, because I got one of the fields around, precisely that one at the Belloy. I felt to my view that with little effort, it could be fixed. With little effort, it could be fixed. So, and I think if that is the case for Ebegore, it might be cases for all other places that we just have to, orientate them, encourage them on community service or whatever thing to make sure each of their facilities they are managing will be so well to purpose by the grace of God. So, aside that, the second in my agenda, let me pick a picture. Capacity building. By now, before COVID-19, we have a program by BFruit's director, Tado, that we want to host, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19, we could not come. Then we were thinking of money making from it, the training of grassroots coaches. But unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we could not host that program. And by the grace of God, if I'm elected chairman of this great association, I believe Tado will be coming by September as we've gotten an appointment to him. Even if I'm not elected, by the grace of God, the program will still hold, and we are going to train a minimum of 15 grassroots coaches by the grace of God. Please mark my words. Talent discovery. As much as you know, personally, I've been doing this for a while. Though some people might not know, but people that knows. I've been adopting players that I know they are excellent in service. I've been adopting them, taking care of their bills, and sponsoring them. One of them is Steve Molan. Everybody knows very well. The guy is in Finland now, and I single-handedly sponsored his success to that level. He played for one of the national teams in Africa here, and now he's in Finland at a club there doing well. Also, this is not my first time. I've been moving them to national teams. All the while, I've been visiting the national. I took tries now. I've sent about 10, 15 of them, at times 11 of them to the national team to try their luck. Slimly, one of them will have been playing under 17 the other time. But, I was invited by one of the coaches that I should try and give this boy to a bigger manager. Then he thought I was the manager, but somebody was representing me as the manager. But then he spoke to me on the phone, I should give him to a bigger manager. I think in my own interpretation, maybe they felt what they want from me, maybe in cash, I can't offer. I cannot meet up with the offer. So maybe that is why it's recommending that. If not, this guy will have been wearing a white and blue dress. And I think that's one of the reasons why somebody like us should come to this position to try to do more by the grace of God, and we're going to do more. To go to the fourth of the list, sponsorship and partnership. I'm going through valuable marketing. I am of the opinion that we need to hire a better professionals to engage in our marketing. Also, like what I said the other time, the foundational things that we need for them to come around needs to be in place. That is one of the things I said. If we are meeting anybody or we are doing meeting right now, it will be in our secretariat. But the secretariat is not happy present. Especially when there is rain. You will feel disappointed. You prefer to run out than to be inside the room. So by the grace of God, that's why I said the first thing to do is to repair that place. And by the sponsorship I'm talking about, we are going to hire professionals that will do the needful so that those things will come. So the fifth on the list is the technological advancement. By my thoughts, I think it is necessary and it's of it will be of high advantage for us to have a good software that's going to take up our records, the membership, the stakeholders, the activities, most especially the calendar of the activities of the FA have to be put online. So the websites in existence will be updated and be put to use. And aside that, we hire a secretary that will be for the functions of the FA that is going to be keeping our records as at when due. Every other thing will be in place. Every time you will come at an opening time and a closing time, you meet somebody at the FA office, and it will be well equipped and well to do. The sixth one, I think all these projects cannot be done in to have an intention of uniting, harmonizing all stakeholders together. I've had it in intention of having at least quarterly everybody around to come together at a time when we can discuss and as well engage them in seminars and trainings, so that at any time they go back to their locality, they will be able to input what is necessary in the people that they're supposed to. So, running out of time. So the seventh one is running an administration with accountability and transparency. Of my interest, I know one way or the other, one person or two will know me from here and they know what I can do. And by the grace of God, if I'm elected the FA chairman of this great association, I will make sure transparency is prevailing, and I will do a governance that is worthy of emulation by the grace of God. Thank you.
All right, please let's celebrate him as well. Thank you very much. The timekeeper, let's also have the number of minutes spent. Okay. That's 10 minutes. Thank you very much. The three aspirants have actually presented their manifestos, and we said we are going to end this thing within an hour. An hour is already gone, and that's why we want to streamline the number of questions to ask. And I want to distribute it. Just 3 people will now have opportunity of asking question. A coach, if you have a coach here, or a club owner who wants to ask a question. A referee, if we have any, who wants to ask a question from any of the contestants. And of course, a journalist here who may want to ask questions. These are the 3 categories of people who can ask questions. We have just 3 questions to take, and the answer must not be more than 2 minutes. Yes, Shewomolola, Toki, and I don't know. Okay, let me also recognize the CPRO of Osun States Football Council. She's also a member of Osun SWAN, Mrs. Morali of Fumilayo. You're most welcome. Yes, Oluwashewomolola, the hand is up, and Toki Abdulfatai Toki, chairman of Osun Referee Association, and Coach Yekin Ayodeji, that's also a coach. We have a journalist, a coach, and of course a referee. Thank you. Let me start from Shewomolola. Please come forward for your question, and we have the answer. We want the answer to be less than 2 minutes.
All right. Yes, thank you very much. I have a question each for all the contestants. I've gone through the manifestos and what you've been said. I want to categorically say that you all have good plans for Osun sports, Osun football. But let me start from you, sir. Please jot my question down, Mr. Fanwoko. I love when we speak about catch them young. Catch them young is the headmaster's call. We want to catch them young. How do you intend to form a synergy between the FA, because I know it is not in the purview of the FA to organize the headmaster's call. It is the collaboration between the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Sports. So how do you intend to form a synergy between yourself, if elected as the FA chairman, yourself and the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Youth and Sports so that we bring this to limelight? That's the only question, sir. My question to the incumbent. When you were speaking at first, you spoke about the government not coming to the rescue of Osun FA for the past 13 years or thereabout. Yes, so how do you now intend, if elected, how do you intend to bring the government on board so that they will support all the activities of the FA? My question to Mr. Olafere. Yes, you spoke about not having investors when you were talking at first, and sponsorships. How do you intend to bring in investors and sponsors to come and partner with Osun FA to actualize all your dreams for Osun FA? Thank you very much.
Yes, I think that the questions they have okay.
How many seconds? 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Like I said earlier, football is important stakeholder industry, and the government involvement is fundamental. If you are running an master club, FA will work with 3 ministries. Number 1, the Ministry of Sports. That one is fundamental. Then number 2, the Ministry of Education. They hold the calendar for the schools. So we work with them so that we can slot in our calendar for both the headmaster club and principal club. And finally, we must work with the Ministry of Health, because in all our centers, we need first aids, and we need the Ministry of Health to support it. If you look at the FIFA charter, FIFA will always encourage football associations to work with the Ministry of Education in particular. In a country that's very poor like ours, where we cannot have too many, football academy, because of our socio-cultural challenges. FIFA stated clearly in their statutes, the FA must work with 3 ministries: Ministry of Education, Ministry of Sport and Youth and Sport, or whatever they call it, and Ministry of Health. Is very fundamental. So under my administration, we are going to work fantastically well with those 3 ministries, and that's the only way we can get results. If you don't do that, we ain't going to get any results. Even if we bring an unapproachable and unfriendly commissioner, we must find a way to work with them. But once we don't work with them, it is a doom day for us. So it's fundamental that we work with them. And how I'm ready to do everything to forge a partnership, a good partnership with those 3 ministries, so that we can get our program on board. Fantastically. Thank you very much.
Well, for my own question, we started already. We have people's government now. You can see for past 20-something years in the state, no government that ever helped any club. And the last few weeks ago, my board will facilitate support from this government. We pay part of their registration, it never happened. But that's what we have to do government. Clap for the government now. Now, and again, not only that, this government, they are sports lover. This government, I'm telling you, they are sport lover. You can see our select cup. Let's give us a golden handshake. We never received that before. Are you telling me that have not been? That's what this government is supposed to do. We oppose them and they are doing, and they will do more. I can assure you, this government is a football. If our government play football, by that, okay, you are asking me how do I oppose them? I mean, oppose them, we are working together. And I want to assure the state, the present president, Buso, Nigeria president today, is our friend. Whatever we want, we can get it. It's like, I'm sorry for my colleague, it's like someone who's just going to the House of Assembly. You say you build road, you build this. You are JJC, you start. When I got to the Abuja with these people, I was JJC. You have connection, you must connect, you must be indicators before you can do anything. That's why we managed to get a scholarship for one of our under 13. We managed to promote our coach, and it's going to the, he has not come from work, it's even going to be what we call it, Super Eagle. And we are doing whatever we can do, and the government is ready to help us. Please let us work with this government. Continue, please.
All right, please have to hand over the microphone to another. Less than 2 minutes, please.
Hello. As regards to the question, the sponsorship and partnership, how do you effect it? So my intention, I said it earlier, that doing it right by providing the necessary activities and sponsoring the activities foundationally, at least we are going to lead by example. So I think of bringing an exemplary activities and exemplary methods to entice the sponsorship and partnership from private investors. And like I said earlier, I'm going to put in place the professionals to write our proposals to the necessary companies around. As much as we give to them, I think they are going to give to us.
Thank you, Mr. Fataidoki. Question, briefly, very briefly.
As many people believe, delivery is the height of life. We have been treated badly when it comes to the payment of indemnity for years now. For example, 2 years back, referees are being given as far away from Rwanda, Delta, Edo, like that. And we are going to do 25,000 referees. How can we do about that? Even this year, we are now in week 10. Payments have been made in week 6. Yes, week 6. And we are now at the last match of the league. I'm talking of anything. Whenever they play that match, the remaining weeks, that is their normal week. My question now is, for the three of you, how can you assist us? Because if you are elected as a state level chairman, you are representing us as a state level. Likewise as the nation, you are automatic member of the nation. How can you assist us to rectify this problem?
All right. The question, just a question for the three of them. Let me start from Alaji.
Like you said, this is the responsibility of the NFF. And by my doing, I think what we need now is to give it to them at the Congress at the necessary appropriate time to give them advice on what's supposed to be, because the integrity of matches is so much important that they have to take referees important. So my intention, we are going to say it to the appropriate quarters.
Mr. Toki, thank you very much. This thing has been going on in the region, and we are working on it. We are working on it. When I say we are working on it, because I'm part of the government in Abuja. I'm one of the Kosovo Capos. I'm one of the national personnel in Nigeria today. It's none of us. That's why I have opportunity to promote 5 members of us Premier. We go to discuss that. We are going to discuss that. But they are looking for sponsor. At the moment, I can tell you the partners, they don't, even at national level, they are still looking for sponsor. It's not as easy. That's what I'm saying the other time, that people play good game. You can talk about it. Come to the field, you know what is happening. I can assure you, team will get better. I can assure you that. And to be honest, we are doing our best. People, some of referees that we are not getting, they are not getting matches, that they are getting matches. And I can even mention about part of our people that we give mass commissioner to at Premier. That's the work of Ajiroba, Okiba, Shola, Mustafa. Other people who like it or not, you must be in that circle to know what to do. You just be crying here. If you are not part of them, you cannot part of them. Because I wasn't part of them initially. I was just looking like Sobi. I'm sorry to refer to this. We have this our guy from Ilesa. What's he called? That is Nabuja. Siji Labuji. 1 a.m. in the night, they want to remove film. Ask him, they want to remove the house. I said, no, they want to remove the house. He stood up. I said, no. And thank God, you must be part of the house before you can do anything. Last time when I came here, I will build this tailor, I will build this, I will build that. Have I beat anyone?
No.
Let us don't let us discuss ourselves. It's a game. When we get to play the game.
All right, thank you. Let's please quickly about the question asked, but very briefly.
The welfare of our referees is very fundamental. Because once the officials are compromised, the credibility of the game is gone. To your questions, we need to do something locally. Number one, we need to lobby to get some of our referees super badge. I can assure you, if you get one of our referees to officiate a match outside Nigeria, the 10% accruable to the FA is enough to run your local association for a year. Am I lying? So we need to work on that. Get some of our official FIFA badge. It's very important, fundamental. Once we have 2 or 3 of them, it's a question of lobby. We need to put, like I was chatting with you few weeks ago, what do we need to do? We need to put the fundamental in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pursue it. The most important thing is that we must have a clear-cut policy where we follow. It might look very difficult, but once we focus on achieving what we set to achieve, and we do the necessary lobby, we'll get it done. The reality is that we should not try to build a big wall, like things are not possible. If you see the essence of my manifesto, welcome to the era of possibilities. Lots are possible. We should not continue to agonize. Once we work very hard, we solve all the problem. Another way we can solve the problem is Osun F will be giving positive advice, clear advice to the National Secretariat. By the time we are known for giving clear advice, they will respect us and they will take care of our refuge.
All right.
And that is fundamental. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Then the last question. As we are timing the aspirants, you also have to time those who are coming out to ask questions. Ask your question directly, please.
Please, the question goes this way. One particular for Mr. Shola. Yes, you talk about capacity building. Yes, the NFF, they are so shocked with what they are unable to organize the transport for over 8 years. People who have paid for the course are not to do. I say want to collaborate with NFF. These are people that are not ready. People have paid to them. I don't want to handle that area of coaches in particular. Who are not to go for passport since 2017. I don't want to go about that. Second question. That's what was
No, that was for particular to that because I'm starting from say capacity building. You now link it with NFF. But Mr. Lai said on his own with the FA, they were bringing resource people to come and coach people here. The second question, if elected, how do you want to go about the finance as financing all these projects? Because these are very gigantic projects. Government have a lot to do already. No, it's for all of them. The government has a lot on ground already. It's a new government. They've shown they love football, they love sports, but they have a lot on hand. How do you want to go about it so that it can be more easy for administration?
That means can they spend their money for Osun States? Abi? Yes. Okay. Microphone is there, please.
Okay, let me take the first question very well.
Very briefly, please.
Very briefly. Yeah. Capacity building. There are levels of capacity building. There are one we can handle locally. There are one that we need to work with NFF. You want to do your CAF badge. You can't arrange CAF badge from the local level. You need to work with NFF. That's very realistic. But other petty training for our grassroots coaches, we can handle that locally. And that one will be done periodically. Because the capacity building you give to grassroots coaches are different from the one you give club coaches. The capacity building you give to the coaches that teach students in higher institution is different. But at that level, you can't shout on students. You can't call them Olori Buruku. It's not possible. So the capacity building is different. And we need to work on that. It's very fundamental. But when it comes to capacity building on getting back at CAF level, what we need to continue to do, we need to continue to exchange official memorandum with the NSF periodically on this, reminding them the need to have this thing done. No matter of coaches who are working on it. Correspondences must be a basic thing in our FA. We must always exchange letters, put pressure on them all the time. At the level of you them being completely actually the country, we need to continue to do that and keep the record. Most of these things they might not even forgotten, but we need to continue to remind them the one that concerns the NFL, for the one that is local. Like I told the chief coach of Osun United, I said you must do more than the work of coaching. You must be a major instructor for all other coaches in Osun. You must be the one that set up, that determine the philosophy of play in Osun State. Because Osun United is our national team in Osun. So the philosophy of game must come from Osun United. And our team coach in Osun United was ready to teach some of the fundamental things, training other coaches, exchanging material with them all the time. So those are the fundamental things we need to do. Okay. That is how we can do training to the trainers.
All right, briefly, how to very briefly.
See, raising fund is a piece of cake for people like us. We've been raising fund all our life as private sector. The reality is that there are things government must do, which are basic. There are things that we must put to the private sector. For instance, sponsorship of all our programs are very fundamental. So if you are the FA chairman, you must be a different business developer yourself. It's very fundamental. You must look to develop, because all these things we mentioned, they are products of their own that must be taken to the private sector to sponsor. I give a very good example. Today, Zenith sponsors Edwasa Cup in Delta State. They don't have 2 years. We have the thing wherever. So, the same thing, GT Bank is sponsoring 14 states principal cup. Why are we not involved? Have we presented that they turn us back? We need to do that. Like my project on intercollegiate sports. I can tell you, we will get sponsored within the first 3 months. Or we will show more marketing. We will get sponsored. But for the project that is for government, providing basic infrastructure, we must let government understand that it is their basic work to provide basic infrastructure, because private sector will not come and build stadium for you, and they will not build football pitch. I won't lie to you for that. We won't ask for that. But government must work. The government, like the chairman said, do that. We must give them a clear cut rule so that they can do better.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Over now to you. Okay. Very briefly, please. Go ahead, Alaji.
Like I said earlier, my intention is to stand to give a foundational fund. I intend to dip into my pocket to start and lead by example. I want to make us a beautiful bride so that it will be of emulation to anyone coming up and to the private companies that are going to partner or sponsor with us. Because, for instance, the infrastructure I mentioned earlier, when I promised I'm going to fix the infrastructure within the next 3 months and the vehicle, I have to dip into my pocket, contact friends and family, and also the football lovers, and this will be done by the grace of God within the next 3 months. So I am of the opinion of make us a beautiful bride so that we'll be attractive to other companies that will come to our head by the grace of God, and we are going to employ professionals from the beginning so that we don't get it wrong, and we are going to fix what is supposed to be fixed. Thank you.
All right. Yes, okay, Chief.
All right. This one. You repeat your question.
Yakin, I think you said something about capacity building for coaches or what? Okay, that's yes, he's talking about finance now. How to raise money. Yes, now government is not ready to where. How do you now raise money?
To start with, that's what we call private partnership. We are going to liaise with different companies. Not only that, government involvement. How can I raise money through government? If you are part of the government, you raise money. What we have not been able to do for 3.5 years, within 1 month of this government, we did some things now. We raise money for the club owner. For past 20 years, we have not done this in this state. If like friendly and to the government and government is friendly to you and you are part of it, you will raise money because football constituency is something government want to win. If anybody lose place of football, that government will fail. That was why the last government very hopefully, let's call it spade a spade. I'm saying this, me particularly, I'm involved with the government. I will raise money to them because they are part of the government. I've been involved for many years. I will raise money through government and will raise money through partnership with different organizations. There are many organizations, if government support us, that we can raise money. And I told you, we have best than that, the proposals on the ground, we are starting this CC. Those who are doing it because they are agents to bet and that go and do your findings. This government, we are getting support from them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And let me also recognize one of the powerful coaches in Osun, and of course, another journalist who are here. Coach Bayo Adeshina Ilewele Wardans here. You are most welcome. And of course, today, Adebi. Okay, yes, I'm introducing him as a coach, not as a contestant. Yes, and a journalist here, sport journalist, and of course, a coach. Baba coach is here. Today, Adebi, you are most welcome. I want to show you. Okay, a question from the chairman of SWAN, and after that, we have the vote of time. We take the group picture, and that's the end of the program for today.
you, Honorable Secretary. Yeah, I'm so delighted that we've come this far. Just like I said in my welcome speech, that we are here to aggregate opinions. We are not here to score points. We are not here to apportion blames. And we are not here to sing praise of anyone. That's why we banned applause even during your rendition. And I'm glad that we have espoused a whole lot of attributes, qualities of leadership. And I believe that if any one of these three that we are seeing here emerges, Osun, Football Association, we grow and we prosper. I have no doubt about that. And we don't need to support anyone that emerges because they are all qualified and they displayed it beyond every reasonable measure. So my question is that because you've read all your manifesto and I did not hear anything about SWAN, Sport Writers Association, where do you put us? You don't even regard us as stakeholder. We are doing this and we've been doing it. I always say that SWAN do not only report sport activities. We are stakeholder. Like if you are mentioning referee, you are mentioning coaches, you are mentioning players, athletes, council of sports, you are mentioning sport writers as well. You've mentioned training. Of course, we've not even been called upon for any training ever since. What are you going to do differently now for sport writers? Just briefly, within 30 seconds. Yes, I know it may go beyond saying it, but I just want you to say something so that at least we hold you about something. I will remind you because we'll soon do this after your emergence. After the elections are over, someone emerges, we'll still call you again to tell us more about what, because we know that these few minutes will not be enough for you to really marshal your point very well. What do you want to do for us? I don't know.
Yes, what do you want to do for SWAN? Is it now or later after emergence? I'm asking you.
No, of course they will do something now.
Okay.
But, they are part of their policy. What is not doing?
If you go to my party, you doesn't very well. Yeah, I'm a journalist myself. I'm a trained journalist. Even though I'm a tech writer, I'm not a sport writer. I know the challenges that we have, both materially and difficult in accessing information to do our work. I'm very familiar with them. The reality is that if a lot of things are going to change, media too need to change their game in your state. We need to write more, focus more on players. Players, the reason why we are all sitting here today is because of footballers. When we do our report, we need to focus more on players. We just had an enemy. We have two fantastic players who scored more than 5 goals. You have not been promoting of them. You need to help the football owners to sell players. Without a vibrant sport media cannot work. Look at the so-called Premiership. Premiership, the reason why you are watching Premiership is the hype. This guy being we hype Premiership to the IM. Everybody will have. The reason why you watch them is the hype. If you are reviewing a match now or reviewing a match now, you want to watch the match immediately. So we need, in terms of fundamental workshop and all the rest, we are going to extend it to our journalism. And there will be a lot of gains, materially and professionally from them. What I want to see in Osun the next 1 or 2 years, I want to see journalists focusing only on sport. We have it in Lagos. We have a lot of bloggers in Lagos focusing only on sport, but we don't have it in Osun. We have it in Osun. So we need to have more of that. That's the only way we can do sport in Osun. If we don't do that, we won't do sport in Osun.
All right.
And when you're talking about the development of journalists, it's accountable to the level.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you,
I'm surprised that question. Because I've invited this one 3 times and you are part of my committee. I say this earlier on. And so you are saying this now that what we have for you now or in future. I understand that language. Language is well understood. But if we keep on involving the media at that time, we don't have resources. You bring today, you bring that up to the office. Maybe it's coming from Lagos, and when it's going back, we cannot go back to Central. What can we do? If the government is more friendly, so that not everybody can do that in the manner. I'm being honest because I'm there, I know what is happening. If you are a billionaire, but that government have changed. This government loves sports. Honestly, I'm not like this. You see the difference now. I'm sorry, go to me, SWAN. This government loves sport and to support the main. And I can even assure you, if you can see there, in the next World Cup, if they give me a spot, if they normally give Chairmanship, I'll go from. They only give
SWAN members.
They only give it to people who second, not start out. You can only get it if you are, second time or third time. If you are there, you go there, that's the fact.
All right. Thank you. Bring in Alaji. Olayiwola.
If you check on my 6th agenda, I wrote strengthening of unity among stakeholders. So SWAN is one of the stakeholders. I purposely did this manifesto so brief so that everybody could be able to go through it. We don't have a good habit of reading in Nigeria. Yes. So when things are cumbersome, we just hit the head and leave every other thing. So they will not even go through it because they think they cannot finish it within the time they are committed. So that's why I make it so brief. So I said stakeholders. So you are one of the stakeholders to be considered for unification. So I so much appreciate and I know what it takes if we really want marketing. So the hyping is very important, and we cannot work with any other person than the people that knows the nitty and gritty of the grassroots of Osun. So it's is a must. Any successful government must put you in consideration. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. They have spoken very well, and let's appreciate all of them very well, please. Let's celebrate the three of them. Just like the chairman has said that the three of them merit to be in that position. All of us here, I think just maybe one or two members here can vote, not all of us. The votes will be decided by the delegates, 37 delegates. I want to tell all of them, I know they must have made their moves. I know they must have been matched with all the three aspirants. I know something must have been going under the carpet. But we are going to decide who is going to be there for the next 4 years. Whoever we put there is going to decide our fate. So those who are going to vote, because this particular program is live, people are watching it at home, across Osun and beyond. Whoever is coming is whoever the delegates are going to put there for us. We want to hold the delegates, no matter the norms, no matter the lobby. Please let us ensure that we vote for somebody who can be there for the progress and development of Osun football for the next 4 years. For SWAN, we are here and we are doing our jobs. We have been to all the governments, all the administrations, but still, our demand are still there. Nothing has been done. And I want to thank our members. We have not been begging anybody here. No member of SWAN can come to you and be begging for money. We don't do that. And anything that will involve us, we will be fully involved. Let me just make a recall to what happened 2021 Osun Sport Festival. At the beginning, the government of the day then, they did not involve SWAN. But at the end of the day, when they knew that we are the only one, we are the only power that can control and spread everything when you talk about sports in Osun, they contacted us. Yemilawa did that, and we promoted it beyond Osun, beyond Nigeria. And at the end of the day, Yemi Lawa, the then commissioner, gave kudos to SWAN for what we have done. But when we want to look at what we have been getting from everybody, every organization here, Osun SWAN has not been given that due respect. But we want to assure you that we are here, we will not leave you alone. We are still going to do our best to ensure that Osun Sports continue to grow. That is my message here. Both of them now from the treasurer, Oluwaseyi Akane. And after that, the closing prayer.
Thank you very much. Please let us once again celebrate ourselves as we celebrate the Aspirants. We want to equally say a very big thank you to every one of us, ranging from our loaded contestants that have been giving us their manifesto since. We want to once again thank the participants. We want to thank the Congress member, the club owners that are on seats. We want to thank our colleague from the other side. We want to thank every one of you. About 3.5 years past, we were all here listening to one thing or the other about the manifestos of the incumbent chairman. But going forward, we have had new things today. So, and trust us, at our own level, SWAN, we promised to bring whoever that emerges on Tuesday. We want to promise you that we are going to bring them. We are going to bring them back, as already been said, and we are going to make sure that they are already on their toes doing what we want them to do. So thank you very much, the contestant. Thank you very much, in particular. And singularly, I want to thank Baba. Baba will be 81st again in the next few months. Thank you very much, sir. And Baba has played before. He has been a referee. He has coached as well. So he has seen it all when we are talking about the round leather game. Thank you very much, Baba, once again for coming. I want to thank the friends of our contestants that are here today. Thank you very much for coming. We hope that in the next few days from now, on Tuesday, we want to wish every one of you best of luck. Thank you very much. And as you go, we go in peace and we meet our people at home in peace in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. That was a vote of thanks from the treasurer. Before we take the closing prayer, I really want to say something. I've seen a lot of things going on so many social media platforms. I want to speak with the three of you. I can see the synergy, I can see the love, I can see everything, the unity between the three of you. Please tell people campaigning for you to only do the campaign. You should not abuse any of the contestants. Please speak with them. We are voting, not fighting. Yeah, no, so many on some platforms they are raising abusive words and things on some candidates. So please speak with all of them. Let them just campaign. Tell people your manifesto and everything will work out well. Thank you very much.
And also, whoever emerges would like the support of every other one to lend their helping hand, because we are talking about Osun Sports. If you are not there today, you may be there tomorrow. Whatever you do to whoever wins is surely what the next person coming will do to you. Because we are talking about Osun Sports here. It will outlive everybody here. If you are not there this time, you may be there in the next 4 years. So we want everybody's support, whoever wins and whoever loses. But I want to say there's no loser. Yes, the closing prayer from Afa Abdulwasi. Thank you very much.
After the closing prayer, we'll have a group photograph in batches with the contestants and other stakeholders.
We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the uncreated creator of all creatures, evaluator of all phenomena, and the disposal of all affairs. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making us witness education, and we started in peace, and all of us, alhamdulillah, we are proud and mature to follow all the protocol. We pray to God Almighty to protect us all as we are going home, and by God's grace, the best person we emerge on Tuesday by God's grace, and all of us will be happy at the end of the day. We say subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Please, first SWAN